Hi friends, welcome back to my channel The Cloud Advisory. Today is Thursday and I'm here with the new video. And today we are going to learn how to create ECS cluster without zero knowledge. I mean, if you are new to AWS, you never tried ECS, you never tried Fargate, then this video is for you. And today, here we are going to learn how to create ECS cluster and run your Docker container. And best part of AWS, any AWS service you select and choose, there is a step-by-step guide to how to create and run that service. And once you have this basic building blocks, okay, you can create these AWS services, then you can play around it, okay, you can modify it, you can tweak it, you can delete it, you can recreate it. And when you have these easy steps to create and play around, and that's how you get some confident and you learn this service. Okay, so without delay, let me take you to ECS dashboard. So here we are on the ECS dashboard. So once you log into AWS account and search ECS in services, then you will be landing to this dashboard. And here you see you have option for the cluster, task definition, account settings, EKS cluster, uh, repository, and so on and on. Anyways, let's not go into detail, okay, and let me close this and let's go to the ECS. Okay, so here you have the a small tutorial to just understanding what is ECS and how ECS works. Okay, so you can play these videos and learn from here. So we are not going to watch this here, but if you click in the cluster here, you can create cluster from here. So if you click this, then here you see we have three options. One option is to create ECS cluster that is powered by AWS Fargate. Another option, we can use ECS Linux plus networking, and third one is EC2 window plus networking. But if you try any of them, then you have to do a lot of configuration. We have to do a lot of configuration. Okay, we are not going to do this. Okay, as we are the beginner and learning ECS first time, what we do, we start from here, get started. If you click here, then this is simplest way of creating ECS cluster in your AWS account. Okay, so for creating ECS cluster, basically we need to understand four term. Okay, and that's explained here. You see, first of all, we need container definition, then we need task definition, then we need services, then finally we need cluster. Okay, and what is container definition? Okay, if you don't know, don't worry, just you have to scroll down and you have to read this line. Okay, and this is enough at this point of time for you to understand what is container definition. Okay, so as you see and read from the text, container definition is nothing but a image that your container going to spin up. Okay, and here we see we have three options. Okay, we can use a sample app, or we can use nginx, or you can use Tomcat web server. If you don't want either of them, you can configure yourself. Okay, but here again I don't want to go in detail. Okay, so here we can select first one, sample app. Okay, and here we see we have some details. So this is image is httpd, okay, 2.4 is going to use memory 12.12 5 point sorry 512 GB and 0.25 vcpu. Okay, if you want to do configure this by your own, then you can click here and you can walk through and you can do some changes. Like if you want to change this name, you can change this name. Image, of course we're not going to use this, change this image, because this is what we are going to use. Okay, and here if you want this image from your private repository, okay, then you can also configure that. Let's not get into it. If you want to change your memory limit, we can change from here. Okay, port by default is 80, that where HTTPD runs. Okay, if you are the other, you want to run on the other port, we can do and do this configuration. Anyways, let's not get into it. This also advanced settings. Okay, we can go and do those, but let's not worry about it. Okay, so simply select default configuration, sample app. Okay, scroll down. Now we have the task definition. Second is the task definition. So what is task definition? Again, you have to read this line, and this is enough for you. Okay, as you see, task definition is nothing but it's blueprint for your application, where we describe one and more container through the attributes and how your container will run. Okay, so here first of all we need to give name of your container. Okay, so this is default name is taking first run task definition. Okay, then here is the networking mode. There is couple of networking mode. So by default is coming with the AWS VPC, and this is a standard one you can use. You can also use bridge one, but let's not go into that. Don't Let's not try to understand. It's also going to create a task execution role. Okay, and compatibility, so that is the Fargate. Okay, and Fargate, when you're going to use Fargate, is mean your EC2 instance, your ECS cluster instance will be managed by AWS. You don't need to worry about, you don't need to manage, you don't need to auto scale your ECS cluster EC2 instance. So that is beauty of the Fargate. Okay, so here by default we are using Fargate. Okay, then task memory 0.5 GB and task CPU 0.25 vCPU. Okay, click next. We see we have defined, configured a container definition, task definition. Next is the service. Okay, then what is service? Service is nothing but it's allow and give us opportunity to define how your task definition, how your container going to run. Okay, so basically here first attribute is the name, then we will define how many tasks we want to run out of this your task definition. Okay, so default is 1. If you want, we can configure from here. Okay, you can make a desired task 2, but let it be 1. Okay, and here do you want to run this container behind the load balancer? If you want, you can use this load balancer. The load balancer listener ports is selecting 80 and HTTP. Okay, if you don't, then you can access this container with public IP address. Okay, but let's select application load balancer and go to the next, and last steps remaining is cluster. And here nothing but just we need to define the cluster name. Let's give it demo, and it's going to create VPC and subnet for us, and that's it. Go to the next. We can review all the details what we have selected. Okay, and create, and this is going to create ECS cluster for us backed by AWS Fargate. Okay, so there is, you see the status. Once all status will be complete, it will be green. We can go and look at our ECS cluster. Okay, so let me pause and I will come back once it will completed. Since it's completed, now you can see all tasks are completed and it's green. Okay, now we can view the service. Click here, and here we see okay, so let's go to the cluster, and here we see we have demo cluster is ready now. Okay, if you see here, there is two options. One is the Fargate, another is the ECS. As we are using Fargate option, so we see all services tasks what we have created, these are here. In case if we are using EC2 instead of Fargate, then all service details would be here. Okay, but anyways, here we see we have one cluster, one service, one running task. Okay, if you click here in the task definition, so this is the task definition what we have created. if you click here, then we see all these details. Okay, so this is the networking mode, this is easy to forget, and here is the task size. And important things here, if you come in the container definition, you see all those details what we have configured here. Okay, so let's go to the cluster now, and go to the cluster, and here we see ARN of the cluster. Okay, and here we see the pending task, so there is 0 forget on 0 EC2 instance, running task 1 forget on 0 EC2. So you see all is on the forget side, not on EC2 side. Okay, so we see one task is running and one service account is running. So here we have the different tab to navigate and see the different ECS component. So one of these is the service what we have created. Okay, and here is the task. The task is nothing but a uh, your your container running inside the container, not container, is the task running inside the container. Okay, so here if you expand it, so we can see this is the task, this is the task ID, and this is the task definition. Okay, and this is the service. And here you see, okay, here in the ECS services we don't see any ECS instance because this is powered by Fargate. Okay, and yeah, you can see the matrix here, we don't have more matrix. Okay, but if you click here on the service, okay, then here you see uh, desired count, its desired count is 1, desired count is 1, pending is 0, and the running is 1. Okay, and here we see the, as it's running behind the load balancer, so this is the target group, this is the target group, and here we see the, it's running on the port 80, and protocol is HTTP. Okay, target type is IP, this is very important, I will explain in the next video. And here if you come to the target, we see the service is running, task is running on port 80, and this is the container IP. Okay, and this is healthy, this is healthy. Okay, and so from here we can go to the load balancer, and we can get load balancer IP, and we see if it's working. Okay, click here, go to the browser, and we see here it's running Amazon ECS sample app. Congratulations, it's working for us. Okay, and let's go to the ECS again. Here in service we can see the task details. Okay, event is very important. Okay, here we see what, how task is, what is different event on the task. Okay, so we see here service sample app service has started one task. Okay, then it's registered with the target group and it's running successfully. So if something didn't work, something failed, so this is the quick place we can come and see why it's failing, why it's not running. Okay, there's no auto scaling configured with this service, so there's no auto scaling. And the deployment is also very important. So here you see as we have the one desired count. Okay, so here see one desired count, one is pending, one is running. So this is something we can check. If you have the 3 and 4 desired count, 2 is running, 1 is running, so what is the state of the task? So that we can see from here. Again, log is very important. Here we can see the different activities on the task from here. Okay, if we go to the task itself, then here we see the details of the task. Okay, so here we see this is some basic things what we know. Okay, this is networking related things. Okay, and you know this is a network mode AWS VPC. This is again very important concept that I will try to explain in the maybe in another videos. So that's very important to understand when we are working on any real-time application. Then we really need to understand which network mode we should use. Okay, and we see this is the private IP of the task, this is the public IP. Okay, ideally we do not need public IP because it's running behind the load balancer. Okay, and this is the container, we can see some details here. Okay, one important of the container here is the CloudWatch log. Okay, and this we can also configure, but yeah, it's came by default. So if you click here, then we can see the logs of the container, what is running, what is happening inside container. If XYZ reason, if your container didn't work, then this is the place we can come and debug and see what is failing, what is not running, and what changes we need to do to make sure your container is running. Okay, so again, this is very important part of ECS cluster we should. And again, we can see a top view logs from here, and that's it pretty much. Okay, so you see how quickly and how easily we created this ECS cluster. Okay, and we see it's up and running. So here you can play a lot, you can do a lot with it. Okay, let's see. If you want, you come here, if you want to run two tasks. Okay, so let's go to the service, and from here we can update it. Okay, update, and here we want to run two tasks. Okay, select two, next, 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 and update it. Okay, and if we see it's successfully updated, viewed the service. Okay, if we come in deployment, now here we see desired count is 2, 1 is running. Okay, and soon we see one task will be in the pending state. Okay, let's wait. And in event we also see once it will come, then we see a new task will register with the sample app. Okay, let's look at the deployment. So now we see one pending. Okay, so this is somewhere we can see here. Okay, once it will be up and running, then we see here, you see new task is started. Okay, and it will register. And same again we can see with the load balancer, with the target group. If we go listener, go to the target group, now probably not probably, here we will see the two container in the target. In the target we will see two container, right? So one is new is coming up, and we see the here status, uh status is initializing. Okay, so if you refresh here, and we see one is registered, we have two tasks. Sorry, if you go here, we see that we have new task. Okay, so this is something you can play around and you do a lot of things from here. Okay, so it's good for learning and experiencing your ECS. Okay, so friends, that's all for today. Thanks a lot for watching. If you have any question and comment, please do write in the comment and let me know your feedback. And thanks a lot for watching. And if you like this video, please give a thumbs up. And if you don't know, I publish video every Thursday. So if you want to get notified when I'm publishing, so please subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so you can get notified. That's all for today. Thanks a lot for watching. See you on next Thursday. Bye bye.